An opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Washington Wizards. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Kispert in at the 3 slot. And for Oklahoma City, 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. I think what excites me the most early in the season is the uncertainty of the journey, Doris.
Oh, there's no doubt. Everything's in front of you, and that goes for every team in the league. Fans know it, players know it. All the arenas right now still full of optimism.
Dort against Johnson. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Sarr pulls it in. Outside Carrington. Pass to Sarr. Down low. Lets it go. Carrington no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Kispert. Dort for 3. Drops in the 3.
You talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lu Dort.
Now Middleton. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out. Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots. You've got to settle in here.
And the basket is good.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Count it.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Pass to Sarr. Shot to stop the run. And finished off by Sarr.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here's Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Dort. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Thunder leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Carrington. Pass to Sarr. Middleton outside. Offline with a 3.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Williams from long range. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Dort. And then for Washington, George comes in for Kispert. And it's Coulibaly in for Carrington. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to George. Launches it. Knocks down the long J.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. 7-point differential. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Mitchell finds Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. SGA's got his second bucket on the night.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
From deep, Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by George. Here's Johnson. Yes, on the jumper.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And so it's Oklahoma City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now for the Wizards, Keyshawn George is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Cooper in at the 1. George with the bucket.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Here's Mitchell. Soft touch off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Whitmore. Now George. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 6 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Joe on the wing. Holmgren outside. Pass to Caruso. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Joe. And then for Washington, Kispert's checked in for Whitmore. Johnson comes in for Coulibaly. And it's Carrington in for Cooper. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. George outside. Washington moving the ball around. Kispert outside to stop the run. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, "You can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot." EA, back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards trail by 13. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, and this is what Johnson is out here to do. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't hesitate firing.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So for Washington, Sarge checked in for Bagley, and Middleton subbed in for George. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander taking it inside, SGA.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Now here's Johnson. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Schwarber, no good. The Wizards trail by 16. Kispert outside. And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, BA, is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands, he can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
Now here's Kispert. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, if you're 7 foot and athletic, as Alex Sarr is, you better get to the offensive glass.
Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 12 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Washington ball. Isaiah Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren.
And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
You know, right now for Washington, they're still at the bottom third of the league. Something will need to change for them to move up in the rankings.
We knew this team would need time to figure things out, and we were right. And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. Jalen Williams is having himself a game.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Pass to Sarr. Here's Johnson. Dort defending. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Carrington. SGA covering. Now here's Middleton. No good.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds SGA. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Middleton outside. Back to Carrington. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist.
Bub Carrington doing some work on the painted area. Make them worry about that aspect of your game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Here's Carrington. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, you'd love to see Bub Carrington finish at the rim more. Man, that is nice.
Here's SGA. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. In third, the Thunder.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Middleton with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Sarr passes to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Over Dort. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Shots good by Carrington.
Total focus from Bub Carrington. Knew he wanted to take that one.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Mitchell's checked in for Dort. Coulibaly He's checked in for Washington.
Substitution on the court.
Thunder leading by 12. Here's SGA. SGA, what a finish!
Now, this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Wizards trail by 14. Coulibaly with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. SGA against Coulibaly. The three is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mitchell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Mitchell's got 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Middleton. Here's Carrington. And again, Washington, no good.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And the shot goes in. 14 points for him.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Middleton. And he gets that one.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Middleton outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Here's Williams. And that's not gonna go. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Johnson. Keyshawn George is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard position. Offensive rebound. The shot's good.
This is how you make an impact on the offensive glass. Bring that intensity.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. Mitchell, the pass to Caruso. Over Whitmore, and there's Caruso. That one's good on the assist by Mitchell.
By these little in-between buckets, you've got to have good touch. Excellent shot selection from Alex Caruso.
Outside Whitmore. The 3. Offensive rebound. Coulibaly finds George. Hits the trifecta.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Williams passes to Caruso. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Like Alex Caruso wanted badly to answer that 3, and he does just that.
Bagley passes to George. Here's Whitmore outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Whitmore's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mitchell with the ball. Checked by Bagley from the left block. And it's Mitchell with the bucket inside. And the Thunder lead by 15. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Following this game, they host the Magic. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Caruso, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Sars checked in for Bagley. Chris Middleton comes in for George. Kispert's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Thanks for that, Allie. Yes, sir! Count it!
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
With the step back. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. They led by as many as 18. Yes, sir!
We have seen this over and over and over again. SGA with the and one.
And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
He got it!
Man, he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to present our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them.
I think my favorite thing about Jalen Williams is just how much you can tell his love for the game. It's on display nightly. He puts in the work and he gets the results.
Now here's Kispert. Outside Johnson. "16 feet out. Oh, the shot is off. Thunder leading by 18. And SGA gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now here's Johnson. Banks it home. Big shot.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Thunder.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Basket's good. And the Thunder lead by 21.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Wiggins. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Johnson on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Johnson passes to Bagley. Outside Whitmore. From outside the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And So it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.